What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. We're going to go over the NASDAQ futures chart. But before we get into that, something very, very exciting. Evolution Traders is changing. We are going back to the way we used to be 3-4 years ago, where it was a smaller, tighter knit, more focused trading group where not only do you come for education, you come for the live trading, the analysis by myself, but you have other traders who are posting their charts, their setups, and a little bit more interactive community. Okay. And partially this is a lot due to being my fault. A lot of people have come into my trading room over the past 12 months that, in my opinion, they just simply weren't a fit. And they simply weren't a fit for a couple of reasons. Okay. And I'm going to be brutally honest. For one, price point. The lower the price point, okay, the lower the price point, the more free people that you can have come into the room, they provide little to no value. It's the world is coming to an end. They can't get anything going. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? When they're not winning. And when they're winning trades, it's like they found the last pot of gold on earth ever, right? And what tends to happen in those type of environments is it kind of pushes away the more serious trader who plans on being here, meaning in this industry for years to come. Okay. A lot of times people come into the industry, they just want to make a quick buck, right? And I get it. We all want to make a quick buck. But the thing is I've been doing this for 13 years. I've seen a lot of different market cycles and market shifts. And sometimes traders do not adapt. They do not adapt to new conditions that we've never seen before. To be honest, I have never seen a condition like this. Okay. The closest thing that I have seen to a condition like this might have been COVID 2020, the V-shaped recovery. But even this is far different. We have been weeks and weeks and weeks on end without a significant pullback into any support. We have a lot of things going on underlying the surface where at any given day you can wake up and this market is down 700 or 800 points. Okay. And what's going to happen is the traders who are just coming into this market each and every single day thinking that, hey, everything's over. I listened to the news, the war in Iran is over, this is over, blah blah blah, we're getting a new Fed chairman, this and that, everything is great, is when you get too comfortable. There is a level of euphoria in this market where traders, especially newer traders, or maybe even traders who haven't had that much success, are having a little bit of success. And at the flip of a coin, everything is going to be wiped out. Okay. And what's going to happen is they're not going to be ready and they're not going to be prepared for that shift. And when that shift comes, they're going to completely give everything back because they weren't taking the education serious. They weren't trying to perfect the craft. They're not trying to work with anyone. They're just kind of like, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. I've never been that type of trader myself, whether I win, lose, or draw. Every day provides a new opportunity to make money. Every day is a new opportunity where we have to continue to grow and continue to learn. So when I look at where my personal Discord, my trading community was at 3 or 4 years ago, it was a lot more structured. It was a lot more tight knit. There were traders in there who were building relationships with other traders and coming into the markets, good, bad, or flat, in making money. Okay. And if they were not, they were learning what to do in periods and times in cycles like that we're in right now, so they can capture that. Okay. So again, I'm open to all different types of strategies. I have a number of strategies that I personally trade. I have a number of strategies that I personally use and that I personally teach. But when certain traders get into a mindset of there's only one way to trade and no other way to trade, that can be very harmful to other people in the community who maybe necessarily don't trade that way, who maybe necessarily don't feel comfortable that way. A lot of gamblers in the space, okay? And when you get a lot of gamblers in the space, it tends to derail progress of other traders who, number one, have been with me for many, many years. Number two, can sway them off of what they are doing in 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 a sense to kind of chase other people's progress. But the thing is this: anyone can show up to the casino, throw $1,000 on red, and win 2 or 3 or 4 times on the roulette table. Can you do that consistently day in and day out, regardless of the dealer, regardless of the spin, regardless of the day of the week, regardless of the time of the year? And when it comes to trading, a lot of traders cannot do that. They're only able to kind of capture profits and gains in certain types of markets, and the majority of the other time they're kind of just complaining, okay? And in this business, you're going to lose trades, right? I lose trades on a day in and day out basis, even in a market like this. I will not sit here and say that I've won 100% of my trades. Of course not. You would be foolish. You would be an idiot to think that you're not going to lose trades. You're going to continue to lose trades, especially when it's getting harder and harder and harder to find and pick your spots due to this parabolic move. Okay. So you have to be a little bit more cautious going long into the highs. You have to be a little bit more cautious on those pullbacks. Is this the last pullback before the rollover into support? Is this just another, break and retest and continuation of this float higher? So in times like this, I tend to scale and size down. I cut my position size in half. Okay. Just like I do in choppier markets. I tend to look for smaller take profits. And in a market like this, where you have traders doing their technical analysis and they see every day we are up 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, and you're looking at the average true range of some of these candles, like for example, today's range 400 points, yesterday's range 500 points, a few days before that 450 points, a few days before that 470 points. A couple weeks before that, 700 points. When you're starting to look at ranges like that, you tend to think, well, I can just get into this move and I'm going to hold it. I'm going to make 50 points. I'm going to make 100 points on this trade. And it doesn't necessarily work out that way. When the ranges get bigger, my targets get smaller because of the volatility. Just because the move is going up 40, 50, 60 points in a matter of minutes, in a matter of hours, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not also getting those 30, 40, 50 point swings against you. And for the most average trader, for the most of us as traders, we are not willing and we are not willing to put up that much risk. So there's certain things that you need to learn that you can only learn with experience. And when you get the more experience, you understand I've seen conditions like this. Have I seen this exact scenario before? No, but I have seen similar conditions like this, and I understand whether you want to admit it or not, this will come to an end. This move will digest. This move will go into a period of consolidation, whether it's a period of consolidation to go continue to the upside or it's a period of consolidation to pull back. So when you get into those type of conditions, you need to understand that, hey, sizing down and taking $50, $100 a trade and doing that a few times a day versus trying to look for that big home run trade of $1,000 is probably going to be a little bit more consistent for you. And again, remember, in this game, in this industry, in this business, consistency is key. Instead of chasing the first move off the New York opening bell in the first 5, 10, 15, 30 seconds, or generally a lot of traders tend to get trapped because they tend to jump with the FOMO and jump with the momentum only to see that that's the initial shakeout before the real move. And the real move could be a continuation of the initial move that you were in. However, you're just a little bit too early because the experience level is not really allowing you to be patient. Okay. So with that being said, I am looking to reopen the Discord, reopen the Evolution Traders community. It's going to be on a completely new structure. Yes, the price has gone up. Okay. With the price going up and with us rolling into a monthly option, okay, a monthly payment plan, it is going to bring in a lot less people. Okay. And I'm okay with that. I would rather work with 10 focused traders who we can trade side by side with on a day in and day out basis, who are all trying to get to the same spot, than work with 200, 300 traders who are all individually doing a bunch of different things. You have 100 traders losing money every day. You got 10 traders who are gambling and making a shit ton of money every day, kind of making it a little bit more disheartening for the traders who are losing money. And realistically, no one's ever really getting ahead. Okay, so changing this structure is going to bring in a little bit higher quality of person, of trader. Okay, so with that being said, it should be more focused. I'm going to bring back daily live tradings. I'm going to bring back weekend analysis calls. I'm going to bring back intraday levels. I'm going to bring back a lot of the things that we originally started with and how we built the community and got away from, just because the room got a little bit too big for what the actual goal was. Okay. The whole goal for me in mind was to always, always, always trade with 10 to 20 traders who are all kind of working the floor together, trading the same instruments together, trading the same styles and the same strategies together. Okay. And again, it's not to knock any one particular strategy. I welcome all new strategies into the room, but I also recommend that not one particular strategy, even the handful of strategies that I use on a day-to-day basis, is the end all be all. Hey, some days the 20 SMA strategy might not work. Some days the 30-minute opening range break might not work. Some days the initial balance might not work. But using supply and demand and trying to stay with the right side of the move and respecting the technicals until the technicals fail is what I want to get back to. With that being said, you can find all of the information. You can get to the website down in the description box below, but just kind of wanted to make that formal announcement. If you guys do, it's going to be a little bit of a different feel, a little bit of a different vibe inside the room, more structured, more focused, more interaction, less traders trying to all work towards the same common goal. Hope you guys understand. Again, I appreciate everyone who has been with me for years. I appreciate everyone who has come in and maybe left. Hopefully you've taken something away from me over the past 5 years that I've been running the community. Hopefully you have implemented some type of mindset, some type of strategy into your system, whether you're continuing to stay with me or you're going to continue to trade and go on your own path. More power to you. I wish everyone nothing but success. I will see everyone on the next video.